You talk a lot about teaching people how to not get killed before you teach them how to make money. Can you talk about stop losses and triangle the out? Yeah. So I'll teach tight stops while we're talking. So as long as you communicate with me, and I think I said this before, but a lot of times people will come in here and think I'm too busy. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to bother him. I'm like, I work for you. I work for you. I'm like, if you don't understand something, don't do it, and then check with me, right? Because a lot of people will dig in their heels, and I use this analogy all the time too. Most traders will, if go through a ton of charts over the weekend, especially desperate ones, and then here's my best ideas, and they compile it in on a Monday morning. And most of them is like a bus analogy that I talked about in Vegas, and I talk about it all the time. It's like, if you have one winner and one loser, most traders will sell their winner and hope their loser comes back. And that's like getting on a bus that's taking you the wrong way, or taking you the right way. And you freak out thinking it's going to turn around and go the wrong way, and get on a bus going the wrong way hoping it's going to turn around, right? it's insane. That's why we cut our losers really fast. Over time, the more you understand the strat, the more room you can give on your stop based on the probability of whether it's going to work or not. Be like, okay, this is micro, try that out. I'm not too worried about it. And not opening a full position right out the chute. Be like, if this works, I can add to this, right? But right now, I just got to make sure I don't get killed, all right? So triangle the out, what that really means is that we have a bias based on longer time frame signals, right? And that we have a reversal against us, right, on the shorter term, and we're just sitting there waiting like a cat in the grass, waiting for another reversal back in our direction. And that's why you'll hear me talk about minding the flip so much. Be like, all right, now we got a new 60. Now, if this works, this is going to giddy up in our get along. So if, let's say this was later in the month, right? And let's say that we're handily inside month to the upside over here, right? We aren't, but, and we're coming back to the previous range. That's what we want. And we have a target of this, 417.44, which is still a nice move from here. Now, if this was later in the month, this signal would have been key right here. It would have been like triangle the out, the inside down, just waiting for this thing to go back because it was still green on all time frames, and then the 2-2 reversal on the 60. But when things occur matters. Since it's the first day of the month, it wasn't that important, right? Because continuity is not just whether all these things are green, it's how much continuity do you have. And that's why you hear me say, we like nice long red and green bars, right? Because they tend to get redder and greener. And so just if you use regular trading vernacular, I got out too early. Yeah, you did, because you had full continuity, just blasting, and you just got out, right? Or you got destroyed, ignoring a loser, being like, this thing's bright red. Why, you know, it's oversold, it's down too much. I'm like, they can get oversold her, right? Or ask the HKD guys on the short side today. These guys are done. Done. This thing ran another 200 after the bell. Look at that. Inside 60, above 448.79. Boom. 742. And when you're trading these shenanigans, I know it's not for everybody, but if I don't care if you did one share, it's $250 in half an hour, or whatever in the last half an hour. I don't care if you do one share. If it's good, and one share is not going to kill you, all right? Comfortable with that. And then when she's really gone and not here, you can add to it if there's any way in there. And I know it was fast. And it's, like I call them shenanigans because, what the hell's going on here? But you can.